What's going on, guys? It's Adam Waithe, and in today's video we're going to be talking about jobs. You finally getting a job, Adam? Funny. But not any normal job. These are jobs from the future. I don't even know what's going to happen in mine. So as you know, I'm going to be talking about future jobs, but I can't do that by myself. So Microsoft Surface has hooked me up with the UK's leading futurologist. So a futurologist is someone whose job is solely to look into the future. Now I did ask him what my future holds, and he said it was...
It's really bright, but to be honest, I'm having difficulty enough telling mine.
So I sat down with the futurologist and asked him some key questions, and here's what he had to say.
As these jobs don't currently exist, I was really curious to find out what kind of skills you'd need in the future.
Number one, what kind of skills are you going to need to be a virtual habitat designer?
Well, I think first off you're going to need imagination. Boundless, limitless imagination.
I can't draw, that's the...
I don't think that'll be so important.
Number two, what's going to happen to the future of employment?
What we need to think about though is the way that we skill and enable ourselves to learn over a course of a lifetime. So the idea that actually the job you end up doing when you're 60 years old, because you will still be working when you're 60 years old, by the way.
Wait. He's just said that I will still be doing this when I'm 60. That means I've got 40 years left of being a YouTuber. Do you reckon you can put up with me? I hope so. Number three, tell me a little bit more about virtual habitats.
I think what's really interesting in technology and gaming actually in recent years is the emergence of what's called like sandbox games, right? So like stuff like Minecraft, where you kind of go and you explore this kind of like open world, and it's absolutely massive. You have thousands and thousands of people playing it at once. Why that game has been so successful is the fact that people want to be able to design their surroundings. Now, pretty much anyone will be able to do that, because effectively you quite simply go into the game and you can redesign things in the way, like, have you seen that film Inception?
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be like that.
What I found really interesting is that at the moment, 65% of the jobs in the future that our generation are going to have don't even exist right now. So that means if you're looking for a job currently, don't you worry, because there's going to be jobs that are going to be created in the future that don't exist right now.
So to teach you a bit more about the future of virtual habitats, I'm going to send you through to some friends of ours called Figment Productions.
I'm quite nervous about this, but I should give it a go. So there we go, he sent me on a mission to find out some more about virtual habitats, so let's see what happened.
Right, so I've been sent down by the futurologist to come down to Figment Productions to check out their designs on virtual habitats and to check out the people who are already working on it and to see what the future holds. So let's get a tour. Hello, it's Adam. Really excited to try this VR. I'm kind of nervous. I don't like virtual reality scary scenes. Anything jumps out at me, I'll be screaming with the camera, okay? So watch out for that. I've got this. Be brave, Adam. Let's go. Not again. We're going to check out some of the virtual habitat designers in here. Going to get a little interview with them and check out some of this cool stuff that they're working on right now.
I think maybe in the short term online and having people playing together online, but I think longer term I think it's being able to do with your family and friends all in the same space, sharing a VR experience.
It's going to be used for training purpose, medical education, so it's a surgery of knee, so we have a virtual knee operation happen, and actually the student can interact with the knee and actually do the surgery with a VR headset.
Although this can be used for games and fun in the future, this can also be used for actual jobs, learning how to become a surgeon, mechanic. You can create any of these tools and learn the skills whilst using a VR headset. I was so interested in creating my own virtual habitat that I got one of the guys to draw me a castle.
Right, so my future house, if I could get it designed, would be a castle.
And it was so easy for him to just draw on this Microsoft Surface, and he just literally came up with my castle, drew it, and now I'm really excited for the future because this is something that's going to happen and everyone can get involved. You need to remember that these jobs don't currently exist, but they will in the future. These are all jobs of the future. It's good to start learning and getting the right skills to be able to do this in the future. I was then invited down to Fort Park to try out Darren Brown's new ghost train. It was a lot of fun having the park to myself. As you know, I was a little bit cheeky trying out some of the activities around the park without any supervision or paying at all. I definitely had a lot of fun going around the park on my own and messing around with some of the gadgets and toys around. I'm not going to give anything away about the ride itself, but the Ghost Train's really unique because they use a VR headset that you put on and you think you're on a tube, but then things get a bit strange. I also had the opportunity to meet the guy who actually designed the ride, which was really cool, and I asked him a few more questions about virtual habitats.
So what do you think you can tell us about designing a virtual habitat?
Trying to remain quite true to reality works really well on the Ghost Train, but I think what also really works is the smaller, more intimate stuff. My background's in architecture, but alongside me working in my team there's people from all sorts of different backgrounds. Really you just need an understanding of sort of the flow of people, an understanding of attractions. Maybe a film understanding is quite useful because it's similar sort of genre, similar sort of themes, but you just need to know how to give people a good day out really.
After getting a little bit scared on the Darren Brown Ghost Train, I then interviewed the head of Figment Productions. I then asked him more questions around virtual habitats and becoming a virtual habitat designer. So how do you reckon people can create their own environments in the future?
I think one of the major changes that is already starting to happen and will become easier as time goes by is for people to be able to actually create things within a virtual environment in the first place. You know, today the team we have here have to work on two-dimensional flat screens, and constantly they're taking headsets on and off to be able to see the virtual worlds that they're creating.
So you think you can go into the world and...
Yeah, you can actually do it within the world.
Just create it.
Those tools are already coming through now. As technology gets smaller, you know, Microsoft have got HoloLens, which is their augmented reality headset, and that's got a computer built into the actual headset itself. The miniaturization of technology, as we see with Surface as well, you know, you've got unbelievable power. I've got a Surface Book and it's a beast, you know, it's amazing. The amount of power that you have in there, as that gets miniaturized and applied to things like mobile phones and headsets, it means that actually maybe the space becomes less of a problem because you can do the whole thing down in a park or in your back garden. You know, who says you have to sit in an office to do it?
So at the end of the day, I was actually able to try out the virtual reality world, which involved my castle, which the guy designed previously, and he actually added in a few other things that really took me by surprise and scared me, as you can see here. It was really cool seeing the process of this guy designing it, but then also seeing it in the virtual habitat itself.
What is that? Oh! Big ass whale. That's it for today's video. I really enjoyed learning all about being a virtual habitat designer, and I actually reckon it's something that I can be pretty good at if I get my drawing skills sorted. But yeah, leave a comment down below what kind of virtual habitat you would like to create if you had the chance and the opportunity to, or tweet me some designs. If you're good at drawing, tweet me some of your sketches and I might send them over to the guy and he might draw them out for you. But anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a cheeky thumbs up and share it around with your friends, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.